TV from infinite universes. Look.
Video games have gotten to the point where everything is a retread of everything before it. Now, all art and media is influenced by past art and media. But unlike film, TV, literature, and music, which are constantly evolving or at least bringing somewhat fresh ideas to the table, video games are stuck. Every year, game developers and publishers release the same content with very little to no new ideas. From 2015 to 2020, these are the top selling games of each year in the US and Canada, and out of 50 spots, 43 are either sequels, remakes, or a part of a larger franchise. And out of these games, I can only see maybe 8 that actually took risks and brought fresh new ideas to their respective franchises. The rest are either recycled formulas or just games that played it safe to sell more copies and do very little to actually innovate. And that right there is a problem. Game developers are not innovating. Now let me just say, game development companies are first of all a business. Their number one priority is making money. No shit. Which is fine, I'm not against that. Games cost a lot of time and a lot of money to produce, especially time. Compared to movies, a new season of a TV show, or even an album, which can be completed in under a year, video games can take upwards of 5 years to fully complete a good playable game. And even then, they're still working on it for years after, maintaining and adding to the product. So from a business standpoint, it makes a lot of sense that companies would rather sink assets into a sequel or a remake that they know will be successful versus creating a brand new IP. But is this good for the overall gaming industry? For the business side, I'd say yes. More money's coming into these companies and therefore more games are being made. But is it good for gaming itself? In my opinion, no. A lot of companies really don't know where to draw the line between making a deserved sequel or remake and greed in the form of a cash grab. Naughty Dog was a company I really respected for knowing when to stop. They were kind of an outlier in the games industry and seemed to be the development company least fixated on making money and more innovation and just making fantastic games. They could have dragged out the Uncharted series for dozens of sequels and spin-offs, but they didn't. They said that Uncharted 4 was going to be the last installment in the series, and they stuck by that. Even though it was the best-selling game out of the entire franchise and the second best-selling PS4 game, they still stuck to their guns because they knew when to stop. But even though they treated the Uncharted series with respect, I have concerns for their other equally as popular franchise, The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2 was 100% a deserved sequel, but then they went and announced the remake of the first game, and this is when I realized Naughty Dog is turning greedy. Now don't get me wrong, remakes and remasters are not a bad thing. Remasters can be a great way to bring an older game that people love from a past generation into the new one. Same goes for remakes, but like sequels, they have to have a reason for existing outside of, well, it's gonna make a lot of money. For example, Resident Evil 2 and 3 definitely fall into this category. These were old games that have not aged well and could benefit from having a redo. Same with Resident Evil 4, although to a lesser extent. But The Last of Us is a game from 2013 that, with a graphical upgrade, could run and look like it was released in 2021. So seeing Naughty Dog, a company I thought cared more about games than money, do something this greedy, kinda highlights this problem. These big game development companies need to take more risks. They need to grow a backbone and actually try something new for once. And I'm not saying there aren't studios out there making new, unique games. There are indie studios releasing really cool and weird games that are very distinct from others and stand out from the crowd. And some of them actually get a lot of coverage, and a good chunk of gamers know about them. But they were all completely crushed by the massive AAA heavyweight titles being released in the same year. And this is why I think AAA studios need to start producing more original games, as well as putting more money into marketing them. For every new Call of Duty, FIFA, NBA 2K, or Battlefield, the advertising is just slammed down your throat. The marketing budget must be insane insanely high. Constantly seeing these games plastered all over YouTube ads, the trending page, top blogs, and your recommended feed, as well as TV, the PlayStation Store, social media, on sides of buses, bus stops, even snacks in the fucking supermarket aisle. In the lead up to these games releasing, it's like they're constantly in the back of your head saying buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, which is really good marketing. But if they put more effort into marketing these less mainstream games, I think companies would be pleasantly surprised. If indie games had a bigger budget to advertise, more people would buy them because for the most part, these are great games. But money is precious to these companies, and the new Call of Duty is a safer bet for financial gain. By the way, I know it sounds like I don't like Call of Duty, but I promise you, I actually do. I just think it's oversaturated and takes away the spotlight from smaller games that deserve more attention. Just thought that I would clarify that. But back to what I was saying, innovation needs to happen. And if I'm being honest, we are starting to see this happen with AAA titles like Hogwarts Legacy, which looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty cool, innovative experience, being an open world RPG based in the Harry Potter universe. As well as games more on the indie side like Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Stray, A Plague Tale Requiem, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Hellblade 2 all being released in the next couple years. So it seems like the video games industry is taking chances and risks, but I'm still scared these games are going to be outweighed by the massive annual releases like they always do, which are probably just going to be the same repetitive sequels we see every year. And that makes me sad. And I hope that things change and the bigger companies start putting time and money into creating and marketing these weirder concepts, so gaming can actually be pushed forward instead of staying in a stagnant position. Gaming as a medium has so much potential, more than any other field in entertainment, to push boundaries and create incredible experiences. But it seems like companies that could do this are more focused on greed and getting richer rather than making something genuinely innovative and groundbreaking. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I just wanted to make this video because I've been thinking about this for a while and I figured I'd just talk about it. Also, leave your opinions down below. I want to know what you guys think about this topic. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I would be eternally grateful. I'm gonna upload weekly from now on, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.